Hey, good afternoon. Welcome back to my bait cave. Hope everybody's doing well out there. I know some of y'all are up there getting all kind of snow and nasty weather. Well, I hope y'all be safe in it. We're not as cold as most of y'all up there in the great white north. We're just barely cold. I guess for you guys it'd be warm, but for us down here in the south it's a little chilly today. Feels like the big giant air conditioning's on in the sky. Well, what I'm wanting to do today is something I've never tried before. Is called glow powders. I got a few different of them. These are just some little packets, just some little samplers. We got some green. This color called aqua, and blue and purple. And I've never used these before. I have zero experience, so there's going to be kind of a learning curve in here. There's a lot I don't know. I tried to do a little research, looking through a couple blogs and seeing what people were saying about it. And there's not too much out there. So, for number one question is, does it really work? And then the other question I have is, how long does it work? Like, what is the shelf life of a bait made with that glow powder? Will I be able to put it away and come back in a couple months and let the sun hit it and it'll glow again? You know, that's the kind of stuff I really just don't know. And then the other question I have is, do fish, are they really attracted to a lure that glows? I guess I'll be finding out. So far today, since it's all experimental, I was gonna try to keep everything down to about 3 inches, like all my 3-inch swim baits. So I got these. You've seen these before. These are those epic prey baits, and then the inshore swim bait, and maybe some slouches. It's just I don't know what else that I would use glow powder on, or what other lure would I want to glow in the dark? Maybe a worm, maybe a finesse worm, or maybe a creature. I don't know. I'm gonna stick with these swim baits today and see how they come out and see if they even really work. First off, the other thing I have to do on days like this, when it's kind of chilly in here, is sorry about that. The other thing I got to do on days like this when it's a little bit chilly is, with all the ventilation running, it makes all the metal real cold. So I got I don't know if you can see it down there, but I put all my stuff on the hot plate, not to make it hot, but to warm it up. It just takes the chill off of it, and it makes the hot plastic flow into it better. You know, there's a fine line with heat. In the summertime, it's okay. You don't have to warm them up. And then in the wintertime, if it's a little too cold, it'll cause problems with the hot plastic. As soon as it goes in there, it'll start cooling too fast to fill out all little nooks and crannies. But on the other hand, when you're shooting a lot of baits, you need to put chiller plates in between them so that they don't overheat. You know, you don't want your motor to be super hot, but on the other hand, you don't want it to be cold either. So while all that's going on, I'm gonna go ahead and mix up some 242. I think I'll just stick with that. And then as soon as that's all mixed and heated and vacuumed out, I'll bring you guys back and I'll start mixing in some glow powder. All right, here we go. All cooked, vacuumed out, nice and clear. So I think the first thing is put this powder in it and see what it looks like. I don't really know exactly how much to put in there the first time. Can't get the bag open. Here it is. All right, so I'm just going to start off with 1/8 tablespoon. Okay, let's blend that in. Let me stir that in. Doesn't really stir that easy. Doesn't mix that good at all. I got another question. I wonder, should you put flake with glow powder? What's the deal with that? Doesn't really look like anything's in there. And a little bit more. 1 more eighth. Might have to just build it up slowly. I would guess that if you want it to glow, you might want to be able to see through it also, right? I feel like I need a little bit more in there. I'm pretty sure I'll be able to see through that very well. Actually, for the first batch, I think I'm going to stop right there. I'm a little bit chicken. But I think I need to pop this in the microwave for another 30. Give it a little 30-second spin. Which in some microwaves, that might only be a 15-second spin, but you got to really know your microwave. You got to get real accustomed with it. I know on this one, 30 seconds will just heat it back up a little bit, where on some microwaves, 30 seconds might burn it up. But I really didn't want to spend a lot of money on a microwave. And I really thought by now I'd probably be ready for a new one. But this one's still holding out pretty good. My first one, here we go. My very first microwave was kind of a hand-me-down, came out the kitchen. So it lasted a while. It was a little bit more powerful than this one. All right, so on this this vise, I have to shim everything up to get it level with the top of this. So I got a 1/4-inch plate that slides under there, and then secondly, instead of moving the wall, I got another shim that I'm using this to bring them this way just a little, so both pistons make contact, and this little 3 cavity just kind of has hang out here with one piston, and it still puts the pressure through these cavities, but then I got the back piston coming in and just making sure those ain't loose or anything. Kind of simple. So let's see what this is. That don't look the least bit green to me. I think I'll get these 3-inch swim baits first, or these prey baits. All right. It's the inshore swim bait. And then the slouch. The slouch is going to drink the most. I think that got it. I hope he got it. All right, I'll let these cool and I'll bring you guys back. All right, I think they cooled enough. Let's see. Let's look at these first. It'll be the easiest to get out. These prey baits. Well, they look all right. I think we're just gonna have to set them out in the sun. All right, so I got those prey baits out there absorbing some sunlight. Let's take a look at these inshore swim baits, 3-inch. Soaking all on the same side. They filled in nicely. I think I'm gonna go ahead and set them out in the sun. All right, got them out there absorbing some sunlight. And last but not least, the slouch. Try to get these all on the same side. For some reason I feel like that's important. I don't know why. You know, didn't quite. I'll just lay it in there by hand. Oh, here we go. Something I did notice is that I don't see none in this batch, but those inshore swim baits, maybe a little bit. On the inshore swim baits, I think I seen a little bit that I didn't get mixed up very well. Anyway, I'll set these out in the sun. All right, so I don't really know how long they have to absorb sunlight before they glow. It's ideally a couple minutes or less than that, a couple seconds, so that every time you reel up, you can it'll recharge your whatever it does that makes it glow. So I'm gonna pick these up. I'm just gonna bring a couple of each in, and I'm gonna find the darkest place in my house, and we'll take a look. All right, so in the darkest room of the house, which is a spare bedroom here, it looks pretty good, don't it? Them things are glowing, right?
Those are really glowing. I would love to see them in the water.
Let's see if I can hold that up.
That is so cool.
That's pretty bright, isn't it?
Yes.
Because I mean, it's fairly dark in this room, and it's actually lighting up the wall a little bit. Let's look at these slouches. I mean, I didn't expect it to glow that much. I guess now for the question I have about this kind of stuff is, what's the shelf life on it? As far as I know, every time you go fishing, you'll have to like put it in the sun again. But how many times can you do that? Or just sitting and hanging on the wall in the bait bag, how long will this work before it doesn't glow anymore? All right, well It really surprised me. All right, well that actually glowed a little bit more than I thought it would. That was pretty bright. I can imagine running that down by some fairly deep trash piles or brush piles, or maybe down at the bottom of some riprap, and seeing if it works. So I'm looking forward to trying that. So what I thought I'd do next, that was the green. So I got purple and aqua. I think I'm gonna try a laminate. I think I'm gonna go with we'll do the purple back and an aqua belly, and try that. See how they laminate. See how that works. And then I got to find out if any of you guys know, or are you familiar with this product and you'd like to help me out. Let me know if you can put some flake in it or not. So let me heat up some plastic, and I'm gonna get a couple cups going, and I'll mix it up, and I'll get you guys back when I got it all up to temperature and ready to go. All right, I got both cups cooked and vacuumed out. All right, I want to work on this belly color first. This aqua. I'm just gonna go with a 1/4 teaspoon. That was enough for the green powder, so hopefully it'll be enough for this. Try to get it all mixed in. I think that'll do. I'm gonna put it way over here. I know I'll put the belly color over there. Now this top color is gonna have to take another 30-second run in the microwave, but yeah, it's cooling off pretty quick. Let me spin this for 30 seconds. All right. That should have done it. Still got a little air that I probably stirred in there myself. All right, let's mix up this top color. It's supposed to be purple. 1/4 teaspoon. Better seal the bag up before I get it all over the place. I'll decide to go ahead and try to heat that belly color up just a little bit more. Got that blended in pretty good. That's a really good temp right there. If I can get the belly to be ready. All right, so here's what I got going on. Got them both at a good injection temp, I believe. And I think I kept them separated, but now I'm doubting myself. I might have mixed them up, but this is just for experiment anyway, so I'm gonna let it go. Got a chance to use my new SDG blending block. Got all the bellies facing this way. And I couldn't offset them that good, so my strategy is to do the inshore swim baits first. Then I'll move to the outboard side and hit these. And then I'll be able to come back over here and hit these. And by then, these should have done all the drawing that they're going to do. So before this cools down on me again, I'm gonna get started. And hopefully I didn't mix my colors up, but I got a suspicious feeling that I did. But whatever happens, I'm just gonna have to go with it, because I'm all into it now. Game on. If I can get these before anything gets cold, I think we got it. All right. Worked out good. Alright, I got stuff cleaned up and cooled off. Let's take a look at these 3-inch first. Well, if I kept the colors right, I think these will be fine, and if not, they'll be fine anyway. All right, let's take a look at these. Oops. All right, there's a big hunk of pigment in there that didn't get blended in well. I don't know if you can see it. I didn't have it in the camera good, but right there. That might glow up really good, huh? I'm gonna put this one out in the sun. And here's one with some in the tail. I'm gonna throw it out in the sun too and see what these look like. All right, and lastly we got these slouches. They won't all come out on the same side for me, so I'll just grab a couple random ones and put these out in the sun, hang the rest up. All right, so this is supposed to be a laminate of purple and aqua, but I don't see it that good. I left them out in the sun very minimally.
It's got like a hint, but they got some spots in them. I guess it didn't.
Yeah, like it didn't mix well.
Yeah,
I left those in there on purpose.
And that kind of looks blue.
Yeah.
Blue and purple. It depends. So
I think it's purple.
It has a bluish tint.
The pigment just didn't mix well, and I saw these in the mold, so I just thought I would see what those are going to look like.
These ones over here have they have a bluish tint, not so close. Like when you put it close, like we're kind of it's got lighted, but see, like right here in your hand, right there, it's like a very light. It's a light blue. Looks nice, but this one you're holding, it's like the light's hitting it. It's not quite as blue. Looks good. I like them. I love them.
Something different. Hold on, let me grab those.
God, yeah, those look good. I guess what didn't mix good. It has a purpley look to me.
Yeah, that was probably the purple that didn't mix well.
But it does look blue. It's supposed to look blue.
It's supposed to look purple and aqua, he said.
Aqua.
No, it's supposed to be an aqua
I
color.
guess you could call that aqua.
Yeah.
I like the other ones better.
All right, well, that's about it. My first shot at trying out them glow powders. I don't think using it as a laminate is a very good way to go. I can see where there's a lot of potential for other stuff, though. I'm thinking it might work well in a finesse worm, or maybe even a worm tail. You know, like, hey, well, what about that? Like, probably like in a maybe a 10-inch monster worm or a 10-inch ribbon tail. Just let the tail glow, you know, and the rest of the worm could be something else. But I got to do a little bit of thinking before I fool with that again. Another question that I had was, will it work with mixing in glitter, or would that make any difference, or something else? If any of y'all out there ever used glow powder with anything else like glitter or something, I could use some advice if you just leave me a comment down below here and tell me how you use it, and I'd like to learn more about it. So I don't really have anything else much for today, but I just want to thank everybody for tuning in. I really appreciate it, and I hope you learned something as much as I did, and maybe it'll help you get excited about making your own lures. My whole purpose for this channel is to try to get every fisherman out there, anybody interested in, and get y'all to make your own lures. Until you catch a fish on a lure you made, you just really don't know the excitement. Well, until next time, I hope all you guys stay safe out there. I know there's some very rough weather going on around the country. Hope everybody stays warm and that cold air don't get to you too much. Oh yeah, and I almost forgot, don't get too caught up in this rat race and forget to get out there and go fishing. Encourage them youngins to get off those iPads and put the phone down and take them with you. Yeah, all right, until next time, don't forget about me. I'm your old tired veteran. I love hearing from you guys. I like chatting with you, so just leave me some comments down there. Tell me what you think, and I'll see y'all next time.